I mean, my what I use for Instagram. The microphone. The microphone. We will discuss chapter 13. Lord has Jai Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda It is amazing because you have forgotten the land of God and how you done. You have forgotten your father, mother, and friends. How you have forgotten overturning the bank of your Yamuna, one day, enjoy it. It's an amount of the moon of the land. No, that's it. Especially one of the verse. So they cannot. As Radharani used to address how can you find it, that amazing that you forget the land of Unnam because you have gone to Dwarka, Mathura, then to Dwarka, and you never came back to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is not very far away from us. Now you are the king of Dwarka, but you become not difficult for you to come to Vrindavan. It seems you are forgetting Vrindavan, forgetting your mother and father. Nandbhavan Yashoda, and also in the side, forget Yamuna, where you all used to dance the wonderful moonlight. Vijayaguru Sadaguna, Sushila Siddharma, Tuikamara Nai, Dosha Dosakasa, Tavi Kamara, Nai Sari Rajana, Seyama Nandel Dayavasa. Krishna, the certainty and fine gentleman, with all good qualities, you are well behaved, soft-hearted, and merciful. I know that you have not been seen of God to form in you. Yet, your mind does not even remember that place of love. This is only my misfortune. Lord, may on the Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the form of Radharani, glorifying wonderful qualities of Krishna at the same time, living also. We are completely fine in trust. When Krishna was in Vrindavan, he used to heal God. So I wrote this others loving, not trouble them. Loving others and tease them. But now you no more doing, now in the royal family, so in the same Radha and find it. We're not gentlemen from the beginning, but now and the all purpose. We are well behaved. Yes, we are never been behaving like this. Krishna used to us from all the purpose. They are taking the parts of the Avtar, those are keeping on the head. Then find the last of the butter, they don't give them butter and milk. Very naughty. But now we are becoming completely well behaved. Soft and basically was the school, but when it comes to cookies, which is that we have a day, I know that we are not in a single path. Your mind does not remember that no, your friends, what is my dad. Nahu nahu de gande chale ka ladka se raai imamala imamasi imamati lo ladka ladki kenan kenan dina au sabali. I do not take from my personal connectedness, but when I see moral space of other people and heads of all the dimensions of government breaking because of you, I wonder whether you want to take them all or do you want to elevate them by coming there? Why are you still seeing them alive in the house? So, rather than now there, whether I am happy or unhappy about the person that I am not happy, but when I see the people of Mother Yashoda and Rama and other world voices, Rama, your friends and elders, they all are so much attached to you from the childhood, but now you are not coming, you are not asking the welfare of them. So many years gone, but you didn't come to Vrindavan. So it shows that you are missing that that is breaking my heart because I can't see the suffering of Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba. They are suffering because of separation. They didn't be able to see that. I wonder whether you want to see them now, or do you want to elevate them like down again? Kumari Anjalisha, Anjasanjalisha, Radhani Kamuni, Avaya, Radhuni, Radhani, Tomanadi, Radhani, Radhani, Kumari Anjalisha, now he is free, royal, just surrounded with soldiers, ministers, generals, come to our now it was not like that. When they found water for everyone, they can go anyhow, anybody can come to him, talk to him, play with him, but you are different now. The inhabitants of Vrindavan do not want to dress like this. You dress like God, they don't want to eat, but yet nothing else. And also, you can have the polished clothes, not like this shiny gold ornaments, not having the papers on the shoulder. We don't. Now, if they want to associate with the great warriors in a different country, they cannot have a big land of love. And without your presence, they are all dying. What is your condition? So you are not there, they want third voice, your parents, elders, they can't live without them. But you have to pity on them, they are dying on because of your separation. You can go there, but they cannot be without coming here. I but you by hand you can go there. Anyone there, but you don't want to go there. Why? तुम्हें ब्रजेरा जीवना ब्रजरा देवना तुम्हें ब्रजेरा सकल संपदा कृपा धर्म असित असित लियो ब्रजना ब्रजेरा करो नाम चाहते हैं हमारा मानव की बात जैसे प्रकार की Govinda is now in a very plain mood, requesting Mahaprabhu in the mood of Mahaprabhu. My dear Krishna, you are the life and soul of Rama. You are especially the life of Maharaj. You are the only prince in the land of Rama. And you are the please come and let all the relatives of Rama live. Kindly keep your feet in Rama again. The purpose of the Prabhupada, Srimati Radharani did not express her personal unhappiness. It is separated from Krishna. She wanted to evoke Krishna's feeling for condition of the others. Mother Yashoda, Maharaj, the boys, the gopis, the birds, bees, and the man of Yamuna. The water of Yamuna, the trees, the forest, and all other plants in India associated with Krishna before he left Rama. This feeling of Srimati Radharani was manifested by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and therefore he invited Lord Jagannath Krishna to return to Vrindavan. That is the purpose of the Yatra cars going from Jagannath to Vrindavan. It is moon, the way the celebrates of Sampradaya, you pull it at the end, they are pulling their Jagannath Sampradaya from Bharata to Vrindavan. Other way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Moravan Vrindavan. The mind is Vrindavan. Life is Vrindavan. So, the pure consciousness, pure means the Vrindavan. So, in other places, you can say that I want to keep it straight in heart all the time. Mentally, physically, only you talk about Krishna, do suggest Krishna, think about Krishna. Then we are Krishna being not separate, Vedanta now. Not separate, and you are thinking Krishna as the Lord writes in the Nam Chitami. That when you are sincerely chanting the holy name of God, attentive mind not going into there, Radha Krishna both come to dance about. But when the city that oh, mind is chanting, the this part and the mind is on the left, so it is too busy, that does not happen. So if you are chanting attentively, so Prabhupada says attentively. So attentively chanting means our mind should be only on hearing the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Mahamudra. Nothing else. Then Lord will be there always. Lord is always there. There is no difference between the name and the Lord. The religious process for getting attraction, from the attention of the Supreme Lord Krishna is chanting again and again. These meetings of Radharani are manifested by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, he invited Lord Jagannath to return to Vrindavan. That is the purpose of the Yatra. ब्रजपुर के रस्ते बचनी आपना के मणि करे प्रकार प्रार्थना after hearing Srimad Radharani's Lord Krishna spoke of the inhabitants of Vrindavan was devout, and his body and mind became very much perturbed. After hearing their love for him, he immediately thought himself to be always indebted to the residents of Vrindavan. Then Krishna began to specify Srimati Radharani as follows. प्राणप्रियेषुना मोरये सत्यवचना तुमा समार स्मरण झो मुनि रात जिने मोर दुख ना जाने को न जाना. My dear Srimati Radharani, please hear me. I am speaking the truth. I cry day and night simply upon remembering all you inhabitants of Vrindavana. No one knows how unhappy this makes me. Purport. It is said, Vrindavanam parityajya padam ekam gacchati. In one sense, Krishna, the original personality of Godhead, Ishvara Brahma Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, does not even take one step away from Vrindavan. However, in order to take care of various duties, Krishna had to leave Vrindavan. He had to go to Mathura to kill Kamsa and then leave. Then he has taken his father to Dwarka, where he was busy with the state of affairs and disturbances created by demons. Krishna was away from Vrindavana and he was not at all happy, as he plainly disclosed to Srimati Radharani. She is the dearmost life and soul of Krishna, and he expressed his mind to her as follows. So it is also said that Krishna, I said here also, Krishna used to, in the night, always used to remember the gopis' name only. Sometime calling Radhe, Radhe, sometime calling Lalita, Shaka, all the Sakhis. And used to really cry. Rukmini, Satyabhama, they could not understand why the Lord is crying every night, not one day, one night, two nights, every night. The daytime he doesn't remember Radharani, anyone, but while sleeping, only in the sleep like a dream is taking the name loudly and crying. Tears were coming. That's like Rukmini, Satyabhama and all other queens. They approached Rohini. I said, we are 16,180. We are serving the Lord. We never wanted anything from Lord. We want to make him happy. But I don't know what this gopis did it. And he still remembers so many years. Now he is the father of so many children, but they have not yet forgotten that gopis and Vrindavana. You were there in Vrindavan from childhood. What is that greatness that the gopis did that he even remembers, and how we are unable to satisfy? How we can satisfy? Please tell us. Rohini was there, mother of Balaram. She was there from the childhood. She has seen Vrindavan, gopis, gopas, and Krishna and his friends. All the pastimes of Krishna are known to Rohini. They used to approach and come. Nobody could understand the intense love of Radha and Krishna. It is said that, not in Bhagavad, other places written, when in Kurukshetra, when all the residents of Vrindavan went, they came to know that Krishna, and along with the royal family, everyone is coming to Kurukshetra for the eclipse. They wanted to perform yajna. So all Nanda Baba and everyone, oh, Krishna has not come so many years. Let us go and see Krishna. They all, Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, all other cohort, old people, elderly people, gopis or gopas, entire Vrindavan also came to Kurukshetra. There they have seen Krishna was surrounded by so many soldiers, not like the same Krishna as they used to see. That's why here Radharani says that you are the same Krishna, I am same Radharani, but you are not like before. What is the, you are not there, you used to have a simple dress, but now you got a royal dress, so called, always surrounded by the soldiers. It is not good, you come to Vrindavan. They all went when they saw, after so many years, the reason for Krishna not going to Vrindavan is that when Radharani was given a curse by her brother in Golok Vrindavan to take birth in earthly planet, and you will suffer separation from Krishna for 100 years. So Lord has to give respect to the curse given by Brahmana. That's why, though very nearby, he could not go. Other reason is, if he goes to Vrindavan again and again, Jarasandha understand that, oh, Krishna, they are very dear people for Krishna are there in Vrindavan. He will attack Vrindavan also. He is already harassing the people in Mathura, but he will harass the people in Vrindavan also. That is political reason. Other reason is that he has to give honor to the curse given by the Brahmana. That's why he could not go. But these residents of Vrindavan, they don't know. Third factor, other great Mahatmas say that Krishna wanted all the Vrajavasis, they are very many, all the Vrajavasis were their great sages in the previous lives. It is written in the Padma Puran comes that when Lord Sri Rama was going on exile in the Dandakaranya, he met almost all sages there who left the material world for hundreds and thousands of years before. They had nothing to do with the material world. Deep in the forest, they performed austerities. They all self-realized soul. But when happened to see Lord Sri Ram, they were so much attached to the beauty of the Supreme Lord. Say, oh, Lord is so beautiful. They are all impersonalists. They were meditating upon the Brahma Jyoti, but they never seen the beautiful form of Supreme Lord. When they saw the beautiful form of Lord Sri Ram, they mentally they thought, oh, Lord is so beautiful. If we had the intimate relation with him, so those all sages now became the gopis in the Krishna's Leela. Okay. So they all are, everyone in Vrindavan, where is the Gopa or gopis, they all are the great previous many lifetimes. They performed severe austerities, penances, so that they can be with Krishna. Other Bhagavatam, some of the gopis who performed the austerities for more than one kalpa also, it is given. So they are not ordinary person. So to maintain that the truth religion, Krishna could not go to Vrindavan. But Krishna's heart is always in Vrindavan only. Daytime is busy in the royal affairs, but in the night, all the time he used to remember Radha, Krishna, and gopis and Vrindavan only. सुनिया राधिका वाणी व्रज प्रेम मनिहानि भावी वैकुला देहमना. After having heard the very pitiable voice of Radharani regarding Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya and the Vrajavasis, they state how they are suffering separation, Krishna became a little bit agitated mentally. Lord Krishna's love for the inhabitants of Vrindavan was evoked, and his body and mind became very much perturbed, Vyakula. After hearing of their love for him, he immediately thought himself to be always indebted to the residents of Vrindavan. Then Krishna began to pacify Srimati Radharani as follows. In Bhagavatam also says, that Krishna says that I am indebted to so much, I never can be freed from the debt to you gopis. So amount of service, loving service you have done, I am indebted to you. So Lord always feels for the devotees that he is doing so much service. प्राण प्रिय सुन मोये सत्यवचना तुम सवार स्मरणे झोरी मोई रात्रि दिने मोर दुख ना जाने कौन जाना. My dearest Srimati Radharani, please hear me. I am speaking the truth. I cry day and night simply upon remembering all you inhabitants of Vrindavan. No one knows how unhappy this makes me. It is said Vrindavan Parityajya, Rupa Goswami written, Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, always stays there. Up to 10 years Poganda age, before up to that time manifested state, but in an unmanifested way, Krishna always in Vrindavan. If you remember the pastimes of Krishna, after leaving Vrindavan, when he goes to Mathura, on the way, Akrura stopped his chariot, went to take bath in the Yamuna river. He wanted to perform the Gayatri Japa, Sandhya. That is the place which we call Akrura Ghat. That is the place original Krishna, Nandanandan Krishna remained in Vrindavan. Devaki Nandan Krishna, in the Vasudeva Tattva, he left, he went to Mathura. Original Krishna is not the one who is there, is the Vasudeva Krishna, who is the opulent. But the Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan is always stays in Vrajabhumi. He never leaves the Vrindavan. Always he is there. That's why Rupa Goswami writes that Vrindavan Parityajya Padam Ekam Na Gacchati. In one sense, Krishna, original personality Godhead, does not even take one step away from the Vrindavana. However, in order to take care of various duties, Krishna had to leave Vrindavan. He had to go to Mathura to kill Kamsa, and then he was taken by his father to Dwaraka, where he was busy with the state affairs and disturbances created by demons. Krishna was away from Vrindavana and he was not at all happy, as is plainly disclosed to Srimati Radharani. She is the dearmost life and soul of Krishna, and he expressed his mind to her as follows. Vrajavasi yata jana mata pita sakhagana sabe hoy mora pranasama Andra madhye gopiga nasa chatno re jivana tumi mora jivane rajivana. Krishna continued, all the inhabitants of Vrindavan Dham, my mother, father, co-head boyfriends, and everything else are like my life and soul. And among all the inhabitants of Vrindavan, the gopis are my very life and soul. And among the gopis, you, Srimati Radharani, are the chief. Therefore, you are the very life of my life. Srimati Radharani is the center of all Vrindavana's activities. In Vrindavan, Krishna is the instrument of Srimati Radharani. Therefore, all the inhabitants of Vrindavan still chant Jai Radhe. From Krishna's own statement given herein, it appears that Radharani is the queen of Vrindavana, and the Krishna is simply her decoration. Krishna is known as the Madan Mohana, the enchanter of Cupid, but Srimati Radharani is the enchanter of Krishna. Consequently, Srimati Radharani is called Madan Mohana Mohini, the enchanter of Cupid. Even the Cupid who got affected by the beauty of Krishna, that's why the name becomes Madana Mohana. But Radharani is so beautiful that Krishna always gets attracted to Radharani. No one can get attracted to, no one can make Krishna attractive, but it is only Radharani by her service and her beautiful attitude towards Krishna. Always humble. Tuma sabara prema rase amake karilavase ami tumara adhina kevala tuma sabha chadana amadhira deselona. Rakiya che Durdaiva Prabala. My dear Srimati Radharani, I am always subservient to the loving affairs of all you. I am under your control only. My separation from you and residence in distant places have occurred due to my strong misfortune. Lord is always under control of the pure devotees of the Lord. Lord himself says, I am not independent. I am Bhakta Paradhin. I am under the control of my pure devotees. So pure devotees can control. Otherwise, Yashoda Rani, she is just a cohort girl, but how can control Krishna? Because of her pure love of motherly love, she was able to control. That's why when Damodar Lila, when Krishna was running out of fear, tears in eyes, the saintly person, it written, Sukadeva Goswami said that the fear personified, yad bhivet swayam bhayam, the fear personified himself is afraid of that Supreme Lord Krishna. That Krishna is afraid of, after all, a small wood stick in the hands of a gopi. It is not the stick or the gopi, it is the pure love of Godhead which bring Krishna under his control. Nothing else can bring Krishna, Supreme Lord, under control of anyone. No weapon, nothing, no power can bring him under control. Only pure devotional service, that can control. That's why Lord says, Am Bhakta Paradhina Ni Swatantri Vadvija. I am under control of my devotees. I am not independent. That fact is also now Krishna himself is telling. I am always subservient to the loving affairs of you all. Priya Priya Sangha, Priya Priya Sangha Vina, Priya Priya Sangha Hina, Priya Priya Sangha Vina, Nahi Jiye Satya Pramana, Mora Dasa Sone Yobi, Tandraye Dosha Have, when a woman is separated from the man, she loves, or a man is separated from his beloved woman, neither of them can live. It is a fact that they live only for each other. For if one dies, the other one, if one dies, the other hears of it, he or she will also die. So Krishna is explaining his love for Radha and how serious it is. You are not only that you are suffering my separation, I am also suffering your separation. The day at night I cry, but nobody can understand why I am crying. But you, being my dear beloved, you can understand because you are also undergoing such a same feeling of separation and pain. So you can understand, but others cannot understand my suffering. Everyone thinks that what is the problem? He is enjoying royal family, king of Dwaraka. So many opulences are there, so many queens are there to serve. So why is suffering? No suffering at all. But what I am suffering, only you can understand. Because you love me. Say sati premavati Premavan se pati viyoge vanche priyahite nagane apana dukha vanche priya priyojana sukha se dui mile achirate. Such a loving chaste wife and a loving husband desire all welfare for each other. In separation, and do not care for personal happiness. Desiring only each other's well-being, such a pair certainly meet again without delay. You want to say that, don't worry, we will meet again. You love me, I love you. You always look for my welfare, I also look for welfare. Though we are suffering the separation, indirectly giving a hope that we will meet again. Don't worry. Rakite tumhara jivana sevi ame narayana tan rasakte asiniti niti tuma same kriya kari nitiyaya yadupuri Taha tumi manaha moraspurati. You are my most dear. I know that in my absence you cannot live for a moment. Just to keep you living, I worship Lord Narayan. By His merciful potency, I come to Vrindavan every day to enjoy pastimes with you. I then return to Dwarka Dham. Thus, you can always feel my presence there in Vrindavan. That is the beauty of the bhakti in separation. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives advice that our bhakti should be in the mood of gopis. Arajyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Dhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kvachirupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Ya Kalpita. Our bhakti should be in the mood of Vrajavadhu gopis. What is? In separation, Vipralamba Bhava. Samyoga in together, then no bhakti. We should always feel that, oh, where is Radha, Radhanath? When can I meet? Where is he? Where can I find it? Like our 6 Goswamis, Shed Goswami Ashtakam, we can see, read it, understand it. Always looking, where is Radha? Where is Krishna? Are they on the Vanshivat? Are they in Govardhan top? Or they are in the bottom of the Govardhan? Where are they? Are they in the bank of the Yamuna? Searching every day. Rupa Goswami, it is said that I never used to sleep under one tree. Only one tree, one night, that's all. That was the mood, seeing that I may get attachment to this tree. And other feeling is that maybe this night did not find Krishna, but I will find somewhere else. Somewhere in Raj, Krishna must be there. So he used to change the trees to sleep even, take rest also. Daytime no rest, in the night also changing the tree in search of Krishna. All the time in the mood of the gopi, they used to search for Krishna, where are you, where are you? The bhava in separation is more intense. Just like once I gave example, wife and husband together, husband goes to office to work, he won't care to phone and how are you, have taken lunch or supper or breakfast. He won't even phone. He knows that she there, she take it granted. But when wife goes to mother's house or on pilgrimage for 1 month, when he gets up in the morning, he says, oh, she's not here. When he wants time to take that breakfast, nobody to cook, so when she is going to come. Last time again remember, night, every time you will remember. In separation you remember more than when you are together. So in the same way, the bhakti in separation is more purifying than when you think that I am with the Lord. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed that our bhakti in Gaudiya Sampradaya should be in the mood of Vrajavadhu gopis. And bhakti should be in separation. Who is the great Acharya in the Vipralamba Bhava? Gaur Kishore Babaji. Is the Acharya of the Vipralamba Bhava. And the Shruti also goes Vipralamba Bhava. All is in separation. The highest level of bhakti, that is. Mora bhagya mo vivishaye tumara ye prema hoy. Sei prema parama prabala. Lukhana atma ne sanga karya tumara sani. Prakatiha anibe stavra. Our love affair is more powerful because of my good fortune in receiving Narayana's grace. Krishna, Narayana, the expansion of Krishna. Source of Narayana is Krishna. Krishna is not. So, but Krishna, however, to please, say that by the mercy of, he doesn't want to say that because of me I am getting your darshan. No, by the mercy of Narayana, I will get your love. Our love affair is more powerful because of my good fortune in receiving Narayan's mercy, grace. This allows me to come there unseen by others. I come to Vrindavan, only you and gopis who are suffering because of my separation with intense love. Only you can see, not others. When Uddhav went to teach transcendental knowledge to gopis in Vrindavan, he meant that, oh, they are uneducated, they don't know what is separation, why they have to cry. I will teach the transcendental knowledge, jnana, then they will forget Krishna, don't worry. He came with proud that because he is the disciple of Brahaspati, highly elevated soul, transcendental knowledge, he thought I can teach him the jnana yoga, then they will be okay. But when he came, it happened opposite side. Gopis taught him bhakti yoga. Gopi said, you say always separation, separation. Where is separation? We are always with Krishna. Because in separation all the time you are remembering Krishna. When you are remembering Krishna, Krishna being not separate from the name, Abhinatvam Namini, is always with us. We are always with Krishna, but in that association also we feel separation. That separation pain is different than what you understand it. So here also this Lord saying, this allows me to come to Vrindavan unseen, I come there, but others cannot see. Only you and very intimate, my devotees, gopis can see. I hope that very soon I will be visible to everyone. Krishna has two kinds of presence, prakata, aprakata, manifest and unmanifest. These are technical, they are identical for the sincere devotee. Even if Krishna is not physically present, the devotee's constant absorption in the face of Krishna makes him always present. This is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita 538. Premanjana churita bhakti vilocanena santas sadaiva hrudayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaramachinta gunaswarupam Govinda Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Pure devotees, due to his intense love, the pure devotees always see Lord Krishna present within his earth. All glories to Govinda, the primeval personality of Godhead. When Krishna is not manifest before the inhabitants of Vrindavana, they are always absorbed in thoughts of him. Therefore, even though at the time Krishna was living in Dwaraka, he was simultaneously present before all the inhabitants of Vrindavana. This was the aprakata presence, unmanifested presence. The devotees who are always absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna will soon see Krishna face to face without a doubt. In other words, devotees who are always engaged in Krishna consciousness and are fully absorbed in thoughts of Krishna certainly return home back to Godhead. If you are always thinking of Krishna, in the last moment of life also will remember Krishna. Anta kalicha mameva smaran muktva kalaivaram, Lord says. But if we don't think of Krishna all the time, we think something else. The time whatever we are using to think something else, that will remember it. It is said that in the last moment of the life of the living entity, all the life activities move in front of him like a film. What he has been doing all the life. If I am not wrong, in the purport to Ishopanishad, Srila Prabhupada writes it. Which verse I don't remember. It said, Prabhupada writes that he will remember all past activities of the life, goes like an. You see that. So if you are remembering Krishna all the time, naturally too I will remember Krishna. But I am remembering other than Krishna more, and Krishna time only 1 hour, so we will remember other things. That's why Srila Prabhupada also said, if you remember Krishna all the time, it may not be possible to remember Krishna, but we can relate everything in the world in relation to Krishna. As the Chatushloki Bhagavatam says that there is nothing, anything in this material universe not in relation to Krishna is illusion. But everything is in relation to Krishna, because what we see is so varieties of living entities. They are nothing but expansion of Krishna only. Each and every soul is expansion of Krishna. Mamai vansho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana. The body is different, The body is given according to the karma, but the soul, which is part and parcel of Krishna, a pure devotee always sees the presence of Krishna, it doesn't see the body. And Lord Krishna also said to Uddhav and also in the Chitrakloki Bhagavatam, that whatever you see in this material world is nothing but me. The first verse says that before the creation I was alone, I created, but after annihilation of entire universe, again I am alone. He created all living entities, so many, but after annihilation of entire creation, all the living entities, along with their karma and the material nature in the subtle form, merge into Supreme Lord Krishna. They are with Krishna. Because they went out from Krishna, then they merge into Krishna. That's why I said that after the creation I am alone. If you are alone, how did you create this entire universe? So in other way, I want to say this is my expansion of my various energies. Just like the spider comes up, spider doesn't have any side bag or string or needles, an instrument to make the net. But it can make wonderful net all over the building and it can move freely. Where did it get the net? It's energy transformed into net. When it doesn't need it, it withdraws the entire net. In the same way, Lord wants to say that I created the universe, I expanded so many things, when after annihilation it comes. So, by looking at everything in the material world, also we can remember how beautiful is the flower. Can we make the flower? No, with the synthetic people are making the flower looks like, but they cannot give the fragrance what is there. You can spray for a few minutes, after that fragrance goes out. But Krishna so much. We do the painting, after 1 year all the painting goes out, is it? But more, the peacock feathers, how many you keep 100 years, they never get fainted, the colors. By seeing the beautifulness, beauty of the universe also, every creature in the world, we can appreciate the presence of Krishna. Everything, nothing but it's the energy of Krishna acting in a different forms in the material creation. So if you don't remember, you may not be in a position to chant all the time, but by seeing the material nature, appreciating Krishna's energy everywhere, the one can still remember it. Because this is, during his lifetime, pure devotee is always speaking of Krishna and engaging in his service. As soon as he gives up his body, he immediately returns to Goloka Vrindavan, where Krishna is personally present. He then meets Krishna directly. This is successful human life. This is meaning of Prakateha Anvi Anibhisatvara. The pure devotee will soon see the personal manifestation of Lord Sri Krishna. We stop here. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Can I stop? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.